Hello my dear students, very good morning to all of you. I welcome you all to this FIBSC online lecture. Now from today onwards, we are going to start new topic of this FIBSC second semester CH 201. In the first lecture of the this second semester, we already discussed the syllabus and introduction of the syllabus, where what are the topics are involved in the this CH 201, that is inorganic chemistry. So, where in the first lecture I discussed that I am going to teach you this semester CH 201, that is inorganic chemistry. So, let me start second semester, that is CH 201. Already we discussed, we have the three topics, that is for this semester inorganic chemistry. First one is the atomic structure, 14 lectures, and the second periodic table and the periodicity of elements, and third one which is of chemical bonding. So, these three topics we have for this second semester of CH 201 inorganic chemistry. So, already we know that again the COVID-19 second wave in Maharashtra. Due to this, we are going to conduct the lectures online. So, from that, so we see here we are going to start chapter number 2, periodic table and periodicity of elements. Okay, second topic of second semester course CH 201 inorganic chemistry. So, periodic table and the periodicity of elements. So, what we are going to study in this topic? First of all, we are going to study about the periodic table, the first thing, and elements means what is the periodic table and which one is the what is the modern periodic table, and what are the basic concepts of the periodic table, and how the electronic configuration and rules for filling of electronic configuration, and further periodicity of elements means different terms, atomic radius and the electronegativity, everything that we are going to discussing on this chapter. Now, let me, as we know that, as all of you know that we already studied in the junior college level the Mendeleev, Dmitry Mendeleev, that is Dmitry Mendeleev, who was the father of Mendeleev, was referred as the father of the modern periodic table, father of periodic table. All of we know that in front of us we can visualize we have the periodic table. So, likewise we have the periodic table, where we can see it is a periodic table is there. This periodic table having the elements, that is of nowadays we have the, we can say it is 118 elements, but still some new elements are going to be found. So, let us consider 118 elements are for the modern periodic table. Again the father of the periodic table, that is Dmitry Mendeleev. The whole the periodic table, the elements are arranged, all the elements are arranged on the basis of the atomic weights, atomic number, as well as their properties, the particularly all the elements which are arranged in the periodic table, where the basic concepts regarding the periodic table, we know that the total periodic table which is divided into 4 blocks, that is S block elements, P block elements, D block elements and the F block elements. In detailed study which we are going to see, so that is S block elements here on the left hand side, P block elements on the right hand side, D block elements in the middle, and below that D block elements we have the F block elements. Here we have, that is lanthanide and the actinide series, where all these things which we are going to see here. So, such that we know that here we can know that here, so S block elements, P block elements, D block elements and the F block elements. In every element there a certain number of electrons are there. So, we can put it the electrons with a certain order, that is filling of electrons. We have the rules for filling of electrons. So, before that, as we know, Mendeleev, who was the father of the periodic table, where the now 118 elements we have still some more elements with that we are going to be discovery in the there. So, for that in 1906 the Mendeleev, he got Nobel Prize. He got Nobel Prize for this periodic table invention. So, as we this is the basic idea about the history of the periodic table. So, let me start first the fillings of the rules, where we are going to see rules for filling of the electrons in an element. The first one, as we know that the whole periodic table, which is in the increasing order of atomic weights as well as their properties of the elements. The first, rules for filling of an electrons. Rules for filling of an electrons. Filling of electrons in element. Very simple. We have the basic rules. We have the 4 different principles, and the rules we have it. That is, one is Afbauer principle. Here we are going to recapitulate, and second one is Pauli's exclusion. Pauli's exclusion principle, and third one, which is Hund's rule. So, these are the different rules or principles. With these 3 basic principle, the elements of electrons of an element of an atom, elements which we are going to be filled. Now, let me start first Afbauer principle. What it states, the Afbauer principle, very simple. In an element, electrons can be filled with the increasing energy level of the orbital, or we can see the electrons in an element first filled in the lower energy, or this Afbauer principle is also known as building up principle. That is, as like increasing in the, that is of building up principle. That is nothing but where increasing in the energy level, of the orbitals, the electrons can be filled up. Means lower energy level orbitals, of where the lower energy orbitals, electron first entered into the lower energy level. Once lower energy is filled, then it goes to the higher energy level. Again, once the lower energy, both high increasing lower energy filled, it goes to the next higher. Further it is filled, again it goes to the next higher. Means obviously the Afbauer principle states that the electrons can be filled up increasing in the energy levels, or the first electrons can be filled in the lowest energy level. So, here we can say the building up principle, it is used to write the electronic configuration. This electronic fill up can be used, where it states that electron always occupies, here we can say electrons can be filled up, or electron can always occupies in the lowest energy level first. It is lowest energy level first, or the electrons can be filled up in increasing in the levels of the orbital. So, such we can say here we have the already we have the orbitals of S sorry we have the orbitals of S orbital, P orbital, D orbital and the F orbital. So, we have the 4 different orbitals. S orbital can have the maximum of 2 electrons, P orbital can it fill of maximum of 6 electrons, D orbital it can have the maximum of 10 electrons, and the F orbital it can have the maximum of 14 electrons. So, where the first, it here you can see, if I write this is 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, here we have the 3d orbital, again 4s, 4p, 4d, we have the 4f orbital, again 5s, 5p, 5d and the 5f. Likewise, we have 6s, 6p and 6d, again we have it more, let me see, and 7s, here 7s, 7p and the here you can say 6f, likewise 7d. So, we have it, this is, if we according to Afbauer principle, that is increasing the level, first write these lines for our filling, very simple. Okay. Then So, likewise, so where we can see okay. Now, we can how we can fill up. So, likewise, increasing in the energy level. So, we can fill up it. So, further it can be 8s and then it goes to the continue and so on. So, here I can write the energy levels. So, here I can write the energy levels with increasing in the order. The first 1s, 2s, then it goes to the 2p and then it comes to the 3s and then after it comes to the, here we can say the order, here we can say the order. So, likewise 3s and then it comes to the 3p, once 3p is there it comes to the 4s and then after 4s it comes to the 3d, 4p, 5s, then after 5s it comes to the 4d, then 5p and then 6s, after 6s then it comes to the 4f, once 4f is there then 5d, then 6p, then 7s, after 7s it comes to the 5f, once 5f is there 6d, and then after 6d it is 7p and 7p again at 8s and then it comes to the 6f and so on. So, likewise this is the energy level of increasing order, this is the energy level of increasing order, where we can see this is the energy level of increasing order. It means definitely when electrons fill up, start with the lowest energy 1s, lowest energy is the 1s, where the s orbital having the maximum of the 2 electrons. So, first fills into 1s, then 2s, then 2p, then 3s, then 3p, 4s, 3d, 4p, 5s, 4d, 5p, 6s, 4f, 5d, 6p, 7s, 5p, 5f, 6d, 7p, 8s, 6f and so on. Likewise, the increasing in the levels of the orbitals where the electrons can be filled up. So, what we have to remind according to the Aufbau principle, which we have to remind, it states that electrons can be first filled in the lower energy orbitals or the electrons can be occupied in the increasing in the levels of the energy orbitals, where the lower energy level first fill and it goes to the increasing in that certain energy level. So, this is the first rule for the fillings of the electrons according to the Aufbau principle. Okay. Let me see a second principle, that is of Pauli's exclusion principle. Pauli's exclusion principle. This Aufbau principle already we studied. This is the building up principle. It looks like a building, increasing in the building. Therefore, it is called as building up principle. Now, let me start second one, that is Pauli's exclusion principle. First, I write here statement. It is very simple. In an atom, no two electrons can have the same set of 4 quantum number, same set of 4 quantum numbers. That is N, L, M and S, where we can see or statement is there. Here we can write in the or, an orbital contains maximum, can contain maximum number of 2 electrons, and these and these two have, and these two electrons must have opposite spin, Very simple. This Pauli's exclusion principle, or it states that in an atom no two electrons can have the same set of 4 quantum numbers in an orbit. For example, means any two electrons cannot have the 4 set of quantum numbers. For example, having the n, which gives the principal quantum number, that is the main quantum number, L is the azimuthal quantum number, this is the magnetic quantum number, and S is the spin. Means, for example, if I consider having the atomic number, let me consider 4, or we have the hydrogen, helium, lithium, let me consider beryllium, hydrogen, helium, lithium, and the beryllium, let me have the atomic number 4, which having the atomic number 4 of the beryllium. Okay. Now it can be distributed 1s2, 2s2. It means what? In the first, this is the main energy level, is the n indicates, L indicate the, that is of orbital, that is suborbital, where the s orbital is there, where m indicates the magnetic spin quantum number, whether it is which type of rotation is there, and where spin quantum number having the, where the spin quantum number, if we consider these two last 2s of electrons, here we can see n is the same for this 2s electron, L is the s orbital is the same, but the magnetic, it is a different way, the spinning it is different, but the spin quantum number, one having the plus half and one having the minus half. It means spin of this force for these two electrons, spin quantum number having the one is of plus half and one is of minus half. So from this we can say that no two electrons can have the same set of 4 quantum numbers. म्हणजे कुठल्याही दोन इलेक्ट्रॉन तुम्ही 4 having the 4 different set of quantum numbers cannot have. It must be difference in their spin also. Okay, even we have the same of n, L and m is there, but it definitely has the, yes, it having the different one, because each orbital having the maximum of 2 electrons. Yes, second statement having the same one. An orbital contains maximum number of 2 electrons. An orbital contains maximum number of 2 electrons. Here in case of the s orbital we have the 2, but even in the p orbital we have the px, py and the pz. Px can fill up maximum 2 electrons, py can fill up maximum 2 electrons, and pz can fill up maximum 2 electrons. But here px, if having the 2 electrons, but one is the spin is minus half and one is the spin is plus half. Therefore, their 4 set of quantum numbers do not never become the same. So that is nothing but the Pauli's exclusion. In an atom, no 2 electrons can have the same set of 4 quantum numbers. So this, according to this, it means that any electron must be filled up in a different spin, that is the Pauli's exclusion principle. Now let me see third one according to this rule, that is of Hund's rule. This is also very simple, Hund's rule. Here Hund's rule. First I write the statement here, Hund's rule. In a set of equivalent energy orbitals, in a set of equivalent energy orbitals, an electrons always occupies an empty orbital, first before it pairs up with another, it pairs up with another electron in partially filled orbital. Partially filled orbital. What is the statement? States that Hund's rule, very simple is there. Always electron fill up with the first vacant orbital. Fill up with the vacant orbital. Always. Let us consider for example, let me consider atomic carbon, where we can see, first we try to boron atomic number 5, how it can be filled up? 1s2, 2s2 and 2p1. But here in case of the 2p1 we have the 3 orbital, px, py and pz. Here this p electron, that is of this single unpaired electron, already here 1s and the 2s both are filled up. So it's remaining only the next one electron, it can fill up into the px, py and the pz. Here all are the vacant, so having the same energy level, so it can be filled here px, py and the pz. So it can be filled up into the px of one orbital. Now let me consider carbon atomic number of 6, having the 1s2, 2s2 and the 2p2. Now see, here already 1s2, 2s2 fill up, but where we can see the 2p2, means the 2 electrons from the p orbital. How does that can be filled? Now see, the first, always try to understand here, first one electron is filled up here in the 2px, 2py and 2pz. Now next electron, when they enter in the next one more of electron, it having the possibility of, it can be filled up into the py, it can fill up into the pz, it can also fill up into the px, means we can possibility. So according to this principle, according to Hund's rule, in a set of equivalent energy orbitals, an electron always occupies with empty orbital first before its pairing. Means even having the vacant seats, even we have the vacant orbitals, before pairing to the px, it must enter into the vacant orbital always. Means before pairing, that is the statement is there. An electron always occupies an empty orbital first before it pairs. Okay, means if we have the vacant orbital, always the electron can enter into the vacant orbital before its pairing. That is in case of the partially filled orbital. This is, if we consider this 2p orbital having the partially filled, means one electron is filled in the x, first next upcoming electron, it is must be filled into the vacant orbital before its pairing. Once these vacant orbitals are filled, and next if we consider where we 7, 8, let me consider oxygen atomic number 8, how it can be filled? Now see, now let me consider atomic number 9, let me consider 9, that is of fluorine. If we consider fluorine, atomic number is 9, how it can be filled up? 1s2, 2s2 and 2p, let us consider here 5, 2p, okay, let me consider atomic number oxygen 8, let me consider the 8, okay, this is of carbon 6, 7, let me consider the 8 of oxygen, atomic number 8, how it can be filled up? It can be filled up now 4, 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. Now see, how the p orbital 4 can be there? The first 3 orbitals entered into the vacant orbital. So these are the 2px, 2py and 2pz orbital is there. Now see, from these 4 electrons from the p orbital, first the 3 electrons entered into the empty vacant orbital. Now next coming electron we having the, already they are filled, now it becomes the pair with the x orbital, So according to this Hund's rule, the electrons must occupy the empty vacant orbital before its pairing. So this is the Hund's rule. So these are the 3 very important rules for the filling of an electrons according to the above principle. There is increasing in the energy level, increasing in the energy of the atomic orbitals, electrons can be filled. According to the Pauli's exclusion, there is no two electrons can have the 4 set of quantum numbers, and the Hund's rule, always the electrons can be occupy the first vacant orbital and then it becomes to the pair in a partially filled atomic orbitals. So, with this I will stop here. In the next lecture we will see some new concepts regarding the periodic table and the periodicity of elements. So, with this I will stop here. Thank you for watching this lecture. Thank you so much. Thank you.